Today I have a review of the Salomon Villain, a board that I spent quite a lot of time riding. I'll go through how it rides, the edge hold, pop, and how it feels in the park. It's a medium flexing true twin park board. The same as quite a few Salomon boards, it has the rock out camber profile, which is flat between your feet, camber under your feet, and rocker on the nose and tail. This video has a bunch of footage from me riding the 2020 model, as well as the older 2015 that I owned and rode for a full season, so around about 100 days. There are a few small differences between the older model that I rode and the new 2020, but in general they're still quite similar. The new model has some extra carbon in the sidewalls and a different side cut. The older model that I'm riding is a 155cm version, and the newer one is 158cm. The pink bindings are the Burton Cobra Sharks, the white ones are the Burton Malavitas, and the black ones are the Salomon Holograms. All of them are pretty mid-flexing, sort of freestyle bindings anyway. So I'm 6 foot tall and about 155 pounds, and I have it set up with positive 12 on the front foot and negative 9 on the back. To me it rides like an easy camber board, has a bit of forgiveness in the nose and tail if your riding isn't perfect. It has a medium flex rating, so it's solid enough for riding fast, through choppy terrain and landing jumps, but it can still be pressed without too much effort. It has triax glass, so there's a little bit more torsional stiffness if you compare it to other similar-ish boards like the Assassin. It has a sintered base and a bit of structure, so it's pretty quick as long as you keep it waxed. Although I originally bought it as a board to ride everywhere, it does its best work in the park. It's definitely the easiest board to lock onto rails that I've ever ridden, and it's probably a mix between the flex and the camber that makes it so easy. One handy thing that it comes with is the freestyle edge bevel, which means that there's a higher 3-degree base bevel between your feet and 2 degrees outside your feet. What that means is you shouldn't have to detune it at all for riding rails. The higher angle between your feet means that it shouldn't have a catchy feel on board slides. I still detuned my old one to be safe, but technically you shouldn't have to. As far as price goes, it's somewhere in the middle of the range, but being a park board with a few higher end features mean that it isn't super cheap. If you're looking for something that is really similar but a bunch cheaper, the Salomon Sleepwalker is pretty much the same board, just a bit softer and with an extruded base. The Villain is a pretty easy board to recommend to all kinds of riders, but it's especially good for people who want one board that will help them get better in the park, that they can still ride anywhere. Although it is a medium flexing board, I'd say it's on the softer side of medium. After you've ridden it for a while, it seems to break in pretty nicely. Though it's not too soft, you can still ollie it without a problem. The edge hold is pretty good, even on pretty icy snow. And although the side cut changed between those two models, I can't really tell the difference. I rode in the park quite a lot, but it held up pretty well. I never had any cracked edges, nothing that needed repairing. It seemed to be pretty strong. 50/50s on this board are very easy for some reason. Maybe I just got used to it from riding it every day. Seemed to have no problem locking onto rails. If you like this review, subscribe to the channel to see more, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments.